you don't pick against Brady.
If the Browns win that game Monday, you might record without me.
You are now listening to the Not Your Average Sports Fans podcast. Now here's your host, Alec Beichelman, and the fans.
Hello and welcome to Not Your Average Sports Fans podcast. I am Alec Beichelman, welcoming into the studio the fans. Guys, how we doing tonight?
Doing good, doing good.
I'm here. I'm deleting emails.
Are you in your 40s and are you in bed? It's 8:30.
Clearly, I'm not in my 40s.
What is this?
This thing working? What?
What do you?
Can you not hear us?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Not surprised. Not
How did
surprised.
you manage to screw up something in the span of 2 seconds?
Only Dalton would mess up
I can
something
screw up
tech-wise
all
for this
that.
podcast. Only Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kick this off right. Dalton, what is on the mind, sir?
It's Wednesday.
It is indeed Wednesday.
As always, it's hump day.
Yeah,
I think
allegedly.
Wednesday. See, here's my proposition. I think Wednesday should be definitely drinks after work day
Okay.
instead of Thursday. I know Thirsty Thursday is a thing, but we need to come up with something for Wednesday. Got a nice
Washed
stiff one
Wednesday.
today. Mm-hmm.
Way too intoxicated Wednesday.
See, that doesn't work though.
I know it doesn't.
Washed
I had to throw
Wednesday.
something out there.
Wash
Wednesday.
Yes, I acknowledged you.
Thank you.
I like it.
There needs to be no other fucking answer. Washed Wednesday.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
all you need. That's all it is.
No, so
It is the answer. Wash
long
Easy
day at
peasy.
work today. Had
Watch
about 11-hour day today, so I wasn't really expecting that. Yeah. Other than that, ready to chill out and bullshit, boys.
Only you. Rayson, what's on the mind?
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Work sucks because we're running out of shit to do, and one of our machines is broken. It's going to cost a boatload. Hopefully, not a boatload to fix, but last I knew, it's going to take a boatload to fix.
Mm-hmm.
So the area I work in, we're a little behind. So we were doing cross training in other departments, which I had to do that for the last 2.5 hours, and it sucked because it was boring.
Oh, God.
But other than that, glad to be in. I'd have a beer, talk sports.
Hell yeah. Chris, what's on the mind?
It is Wednesday. But yours truly only has one more day, then he's starting a 5-day weekend.
Yes, sir.
I'm not more ecstatic for my 5-day weekend because I definitely need it. Definitely going to be
all your vacation days.
Huh?
Do you just rack up all your vacation days in one and
Pretty-
just spread them out?
Not gonna lie, there's really not much to do in the winter, and I just load up the truck and just chug along through the snow, whatever snow we have on the ground, whether it's all black ice or whatever, and I'm just like, there ain't nothing to do in the winter. Let me just work through the winter, and then when summer comes, I got 3 weeks vacation to use.
Makes sense.
And I just blew through my first week with nothing, so well, it's my first week. But definitely ready for my little 5-day weekend. Definitely need us. Shop's been swamped. We're trying to get stuff done. We're starting to slowly get everything caught up. But I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Definitely going to be an interesting live, and definitely ready to hear the interaction in the chat to see their reactions for what we talk about.
Absolutely.
Herman, how are you doing?
Me?
No.
Dude,
The other guy wearing an anime cutoff and a SpongeBob hat.
Hey, don't hate me. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I'm not hating.
You're hating.
Beautiful.
You just can't rock the anime cutoff. That's how it really is, Dalton. You can't do it. You don't live the life. Only me can rock the anime cutoff and the SpongeBob hat.
You're right.
I'm doing well though. Great day today. I changed lives today. Working rehab. I had a guy that said that he hadn't played basketball probably in like 10 or 15 years. And we had one of those mini hoops. I threw it up for him and we sat there and shot hoops today, a part of therapy.
Like the dorm mini hoops.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like
There
those.
you go.
Sat there,
There you
chatted
go.
sports, and it technically
There you go.
works because he was working on some stuff with different motions and everything. So had
Oh, yeah?
that. And then this weekend's going to be one hell of a weekend. Chris and I and Brennan is going to go. We're going to go to incarceration, and then Chris and I are also going to 3 Days Grace on Monday night.
Yes.
So
There you go.
it is.
Monday.
It
As
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
As
uh,
I have family stuff going on because Sunday is going to be a day, at least in my family. My family says it's an important day, but to me, it's just another day in paradise, you know. So
living the dream.
So I do have confirmed
Yeah.
from my Snapchat earlier this week that the Zen truck is at Incarnation.
Incarceration.
Or incarceration, sorry.
So what you're saying is you're going to show up.
So you're going to show up.
No, I have a
You're gonna-
backyard. I have a backyard bash at Sarah's to go to on
get you.
Saturday night, which she has challenged me to a case race.
Ooh.
Yup.
I don't know what you've done, but you have made a very, very, very bad mistake, Sarah.
And it
pray
is
for your
her
life.
birthday tomorrow. It's
I
her
pray for your
birthday
life.
tomorrow, so I'm gonna take her out to dinner.
Really,
I'll
with
go
the
get some ice
lady.
cream, and then royally beat her ass in a case race on Saturday after I drank 30 beers in 4 hours. So,
There's very few things I've learned in this very short time I've been on this earth. One of them, you make sure that you always have a backup plan. Number 2, you always have fuel in your car. Number 3, you don't challenge Dalton to a case race, let alone anything at drinking. And I'm
Yeah.
saying that looking right at
No.
my camera. You don't challenge this man to drinking.
all right, now you're starting to make me look like a drunk.
You don't need
You
me
not?
to do that. You don't need me to do that.
No.
It's already covered.
You sell that for yourself there, bud. I ain't got to do that. So, let's get into it here. First thing that we got on the docket for tonight, we got to talk about the change of Hines Field, man. We got to talk about the change of the name Hines Field.
Yes.
As we're losing Dalton.
So, how do you
I
even
had to spell.
how do you even say this new name? Does anybody know?
It starts with an A, right?
Acrisure?
I think it's Acrisure.
Acrisure. Okay.
Stadium.
Acrisure.
Acrisure.
So, all right. Let's
It is
get one thing
an
straight.
insurance company in Michigan.
Yeah.
Doesn't help. So let's get one thing straight here.
Grand
So-
Rapids.
Okay. You're
You were
telling
saying.
me the Pittsburgh Steelers
Mm-hmm.
changed from the easiest saying name ever. And I'm telling you, Pennsylvanians already have a hard time speaking over in that.
Yes.
They have that long ins and all that shit.
Yes.
So you're going to try to make them pronounce this word? Huh.
Hey, they're going to have to make Browns fans, Bengals fans, and Ravens fans pronounce it too. And we all got
First Energy ain't too bad now, huh?
Well, let's be honest. First Energy is actually going away, I thought.
It is.
Yeah, that's
I think,
top.
you think it's after this year?
I believe so. Back to Municipal Field it is.
I was thinking another progressive field, progressive stadium this time.
Baker's
So what you're
not
saying
there.
is,
Baker's gone. Good point.
so what you're going to say is Progressive owns all of Cleveland and Ohio Health owns the rest of Ohio.
Yes.
Well, no, Cleveland Clinic owns Cleveland.
Cleveland Clinic Stadium.
I thought they had super heavy rights on the what was the Q, which is now, what is it?
Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Fieldhouse.
I thought they had major ties there too, which they don't have the staple name, but
I don't think so.
really, I thought they did.
I don't know.
Not
Oh,
off
I'm
the
gonna-
top.
All I know is that I'm not going to call it Acrisure Stadium. It will still forever be Schittsburg Stadium.
Respect.
I'll still call it Hines, to be honest with you. I'll still call it Hines. I don't know why. Why would you ever change a stadium name that's that legendary? I mean, you're named after a guy that changed condiments forever. Thomas Hines.
You know exactly why it's getting changed, Alden. You just don't want to say it.
Because Hines Ward doesn't play there anymore.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason. Yeah, you're right.
That's the exact reason.
Your reason for it was first hearing when it's like Hines Field changing the name, and I was like, okay. And then I heard the name of the stadium, and I was just like, really? Either you should have left it as is, or, you nickname yourselves the Steel City. Why not Arlo Steel or some other steel? I can name steel companies even because I work in the steel, or we have steel coming to us from a steel shop. Don't you want something steel related for your scene, but you pick insurance? Whatever.
See, that, and you pick an insurance company that's out of Grand Rapids. Well, Maine's outsourced out of Michigan.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to show Tigers support, that's the only reason because of Erie. And Erie and Pittsburgh are meh. I can't remember. I don't know geographical points.
When I was in Youngstown, I think Pittsburgh was only like an hour and a half away, maybe closer to 2. So
Pittsburgh is very drivable for most of Ohio.
It's 4 hours.
Yes.
It's 4 hours from where we're sitting right now. Well, at least where I'm sitting.
I wouldn't want to do it from Cincinnati, but anywhere else in Ohio.
I don't want to do it in general. I've been there once. I don't have to go back.
See, okay. I want to go to Pittsburgh. I want to go watch a Steelers-Browns game in Pittsburgh one time, and I want to go to Permane Bros, get a 30 IC light. Maybe, I mean, if the Guardians ever play over there, maybe catch a baseball game.
Yeah.
But you won't go watch one in Cincinnati.
I already said I would, and we already have a deal made out that I would.
Okay.
But my bar tab's getting paid for. I'll buy my ticket.
Okay.
Well, Schmedium's everybody's drinks.
Mm-hmm. Schmedium is going to learn a hard lesson that day too.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's why Schmedium's busy working.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why they wouldn't go more steel related. I agree with that, or like metal, or something along those lines.
Highest bidder, bud.
That too.
Highest bidder.
Yeah, no, it's
so the thing that I don't get is we as a group have never heard of Acrisure personally, correct? We all know Hines.
Monday.
Something tells me that Hines just didn't want to shuck out the money for it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Probably, yeah.
It's another one I could have thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Hershey.
Hershey, yeah, because of Hershey Park.
Hershey,
yeah, but then we would have made fun of them so much more because you can go watch Schittsburg at Hershey.
At the Hershey Squared Stadium.
Yes.
This because Miles Garrett sacked Mason Rudolph.
Everybody knew where I was going with this.
Yes. You're welcome.
That's my TED Talk.
I think Mike was going towards another funny shot, too, with why Hines literally changed where I thought he was. I had an idea, but I don't know.
So, let me ask you this. What would you guys have named it, or would you kept it the same? I would have kept it the same.
I would have kept it the same or used an actual steel company. Try to match the Steel City nickname.
That's what a lot of the fans wanted. Is they wanted a company, like a steel company, to have taken over the name.
Wouldn't it have been funny if like Nucor, like out of Marion, would have took it over?
I was thinking Nucor. I was thinking, like I said, Arlo. They're a steel company or some sort of metal shop. I had another. Worthington Industries is big in around the Worthington, Columbus area because they always do big sponsorships with the Blue Jackets, and I think they had to deal with the Clippers too.
Yeah.
What scares me if Worthington tried to deal and do Worthington Industry Stadium in Pittsburgh, although it's just a ride on 70. But still, they're also a steel factory.
Yeah, I see where you're at. But I think people were more looking for a steel company based in out of Pittsburgh.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think the Hershey idea would have been a bad idea. I think that it would have been a huge joke at the beginning, and it would have gotten a lot of press. So it would have been really good because they would have been having a lot of people see what they were doing. But on the other hand, like, do you want that to be the face of your franchise?
So
after being such a serious high-level franchise.
And also remember, it's not just the Pittsburgh Steelers playing there. You also have the Pitt Panthers playing there, too, because they're still sharing the stadium.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So it would have been comical because you go from being a ketchup and mustard condiment stadium to a candy bar stadium.
Chocolate.
So it would have been comical at that point. Chocolate, exactly. Like Reese's. Oh, man, love Reese's. But I mean,
Yes.
It's the power combo. Peanut butter and chocolate.
Yes.
Why?
That's it, huh?
Just why? Just why?
Just
Seriously,
why?
just why?
Just
Dalton, I've said it once, I've said it twice, and I'm going to say it 3 times, and I've said it so many times in my life at this point. Money.
You know what would have been hilarious, though? What if
What's up?
Heinz people put mayonnaise on brats, and Heinz is like, we don't want Heinz mayonnaise on brats at Steelers games, so they took the name off the stadium and said they wanted to rename.
This dude really had to bring up mayo on brats.
Well,
Speaking of, don't forget that if Dalton loses that bet about the Indians not getting into the postseason, he has to eat a bratwurst with mayonnaise on it. Don't forget about that. I just thought I'd remind you, Dalton, because the Indians are not getting in, or the Guardians are not getting in.
Somehow, some way they do. Recently, I see the Blizzard. So,
Hey,
just a
man.
reminder, in the live in the chat, we got a bet going on right now.
We always have a bet going on at this point.
Yes.
Dalton, you don't have to tear up. It's okay. We know you made a bad bet.
Yeah. But they sure never put you guys with the things yet.
So let's clarify something. Is the only thing I can put on it is mayo, correct?
Only mayo.
Yes. Only mayo.
Mayo,
Yes.
meat, bun.
Yep.
And can I ask one thing?
No.
Can I have Alec make the brat because he makes some pretty damn good beer brats?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man. Thanks. Thanks, man.
Anybody can make it. I don't care.
Thanks.
As long as it's a beer brat, a legit
Hey, man.
beer brat.
Want to know what? That just gives us a reason to have a cookout.
There you go.
Chris, break out the grill. We're going to have a freaking cookout
And end of the season cookout.
Yes.
in November.
Yes.
We won't know if they're in the playoffs or not by September.
Way before that, yeah.
September, August.
Yeah.
We should start.
September we'll do one. Because we can also watch Ohio State.
You're right.
So like end of seasons, like we just do something for the end of almost every season. So.
Well, we'll also do our mid-season for an Ohio State game tailgate. We have to do one.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's tradition.
We're doing mid, or are we going to go early like we did last year?
I like being outside to watch a game, so
Same.
We got plenty of Ohio State games to decide, buddy.
plenty of great
Right.
Ohio State games too.
Yes.
But we just got to make sure everybody's schedule works out for that.
Right.
Allegedly.
I have a projector.
You have a projector?
I have a projector.
Does it by chance have an HDMI hookup?
It does.
Even
They
better.
all do, man. They all have them.
I just got to figure out who
Hey,
has it
Dalton.
because I don't.
Dalton, did we have HDMI ports on the projectors that we used when we were in elementary school? Might I ask? I'll just hold the mic up to you here. I'm waiting.
No.
Yeah. Sit down there, Buster Brown. Next. Hey, good. I'm happy for you. But thank you for the brat comment, man. I would definitely make a brat.
You're
No
welcome.
matter what, man.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man.
It's all in the
OG.
beer.
Hey, still the OG for breakfast burritos.
Hey, you need compliment.
I can throw down on some breakfast burritos. Swear. You guys prepped.
Slap.
You guys prepped a lot of potatoes that day. That was a lot.
I prepped 2 pounds. Yeah, 2 pounds of potatoes. They were
hell no. Hell no. No. But next on the docket, we got Big 12 adding up to 6 schools.
Yes, and give me a quick second. I'm actually going to pull the schools up as we're streaming too.
So they're grabbing directional schools or what here? Because
well, pull up the stream real quick. I pulled it up for the schools that they were talking about adding.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's Big 12 is adding in discussion to add up to 6 teams. They're at least Pac-12. The teams the Big 12 is considering is both Arizona, so Arizona State, Utah. Colorado's going to get the nod to go back into the Big 12, and then add Oregon and Washington.
Interesting.
So, hold on. How is this going to work? Because didn't the Pac-12 just sign a loose agreement with the ACC?
It's still in discussion with the ACC, but the Big 12 does have a new general manager, owner, and he said he is opening everything for discussion for schools to come into the conference. But I think with these 6 schools coming in, it will still have the Big 12 ACC challenge, whatever their agreement alliance was.
Right. So
it still work.
what
I don't know that part yet.
Is the Pac-12 is going to dissolve.
That most likely will dissolve. Some of the schools will go Big 12, and like we discussed earlier, probably Mountain West could step up and try to form the Mountain West Pac-12 and form everyone else. So Boise State, Utah State, San Diego State, Hawaii even can all join the Power 5 of Pac-12.
The only person I have concerns with is Raceland. Your team's on here.
It's unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah, no shit.
So
Raceland, shit. What?
I have one major question for you.
I might have a major answer.
It might be the same question I'm going to ask.
Well, I hope it's the same question because it's the biggest question to me. When do you lose your defense? After a couple seasons? Do you lose it right when you sign the contract? Do you kind of like fall out? So like you have to graduate out your good defense, or do they just wake up one morning and say, "Hey, we're in the Big 12 now. We can't play defense, guys. Get the hell out of here. Go play for a big school that actually does." Go to your Big Tens or your SECs or whatever.
It's a good question. I think it's you have to graduate your defense out.
Okay. Good to know. Noted. Or are you guys going to change that curve and actually find a defense for the Big 12?
So what you're saying is you're not going to try to bring a defense into the Big 12?
So what you're telling me is there's a chance.
So you're saying
I'm not going to say Arizona State is the team to do so. I think right now the 2 teams to have the defense are Utah and Oregon.
Absolutely.
100%.
So maybe they change the curve. Maybe they don't.
I put
maybe
we don't. In that discussion.
I would say Washington's a close third.
No.
So,
no.
You're
I'm not putting Arizona State in it.
You're telling me Colorado University is a powerhouse in the defense department?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, so who's number 3 on that list then, Raceland?
Arizona State.
Okay, so number 4 is Washington.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's Washington.
Because you're not going to tell me Arizona's good at anything. And
you're
not going to tell me Colorado's good at anything either.
Hey, hold on a minute. Arizona is good at showing up. They just forget how to play. But they'll show up.
Yeah.
A long time.
State fans don't let Arizona forget that they beat them 76 or 77-7 2 years ago. It's fantastic. I love it.
It was awesome.
I remember that. That was a chef kiss.
It was a shit show. I was at work while they were playing, and I worked third shift at the time. And I checked my phone, and it was like 28-0. And then I go out maybe an hour or two later, and it's 50-6-7. And I checked later on at the end of the score, and it's 77-7. And I'm like, good to know that Arizona actually showed up and actually scored a touchdown, you know.
It wasn't a shutout.
Can someone actually put this list? Can someone actually name the last time Arizona was successful?
2014.
I was about to say it was probably around that.
In football?
Yes, because they
or
made
field darts. Or basketball. Because basketball was last season.
Field darts. How about beer darts?
I'm going to hop off this screen real quick.
Thank you.
Okay.
You were done. I just figured to show for everybody for the live too.
Absolutely. Now we get to see our radio faces. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sure you don't have that.
Just wanted to make sure everyone knew the 6 schools that were in discussion to join Big 12.
No, absolutely.
Dalton, do you know what a radio face is?
Nope.
Raceland, you and I both know about this. It's fine.
There's an old saying is, do you have a face for radio?
Oh, it means you don't have a face at all.
This guy's off his shit. I swear.
How many drinks have you had, Dalton?
Yes.
It's pretty strong.
Dalton, have you ever heard the expression of "I have a face for TV"? Or people always talking about how you have a really beautiful face for TV.
Finally clicked.
Do you get it?
Damn it?
Do you get
yes,
it?
I get it.
Did the CTE finally step away for a second?
I get it.
The CTE cloud finally cleared, you know?
I got it.
Claritin commercial all over again.
It's a Claritin commercial. I can see clearly now the CTE is gone.
Allegedly.
So, Chris, are we going to talk about Jamarcus Russell being the biggest bust?
There was a report, and I'm kind of jumping back and forth because we have another topic that we're going to discuss here in a second. I was trying to find out.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell came out. He actually was out in an interview, and they were talking about players' busts and everything. And Jamarcus Russell said, well, if you're going to label players as a bust, make sure you label me as the biggest bust. And when I first heard that, I was just like, buddy, we already do.
Did I just hear that correctly?
Yes, Jamarcus Russell said if you label people as a bust, make sure he is the biggest bust. I'm going to try to see if I can find it. Because I scrolled through it quickly and I just threw it in there. I thought it was an interesting read.
So if it's not him, there's one other guy. I'm trying to find their win records.
Why? Why would you do that?
I mean, but and I'm just like, when I first heard that, I'm like, coming from the guy who was at LSU, played spectacular there. LSU was a solid. They were just a close win away from Florida making it to the BCS championship, and they could have played Ohio State even though they did the next year. Went to the Sugar Bowl against a Brady Quinn, Notre Dame Fighting Irish team. Blew them out of the water. Jamarcus Russell literally was sparking everything, throwing touchdowns, perfect deep spirals, everything. And I went back and rewatched that game because I was rewatching a lot of the 2007 BCS games. Anyways, I'm rewatching the game, and he was a junior. And it's like, are you gonna announce that you're going into the NFL draft? And he's like, I don't know yet. I'm at least playing this bowl game. Everyone had high hopes for him. He ends up committing, goes into the draft, gets picked number 1 overall by the Raiders. I believe it was the same draft that Calvin Johnson was in, and I almost said Jake Long. I think Jake Long was next year. But with Calvin Johnson and all them other players.
Who needs numbers?
Hey, Larry, you need to chill, okay? Chill. You're shooting yourself in the foot there, bud. You're shooting yourself in the foot there.
For Jamarcus Russell. Anyways, goes out there, goes to the Raiders, says he's everything, and then turns around, says he watched film, even though they're blank tapes, and just falls. Plays 2-3 seasons and then just falls.
Yeah.
So, Larry, are you just gonna list every quarterback that you've seen for the Browns since the reestablishment at this point?
The sad thing is he named 2 of the top 5 best quarterbacks in this generation for the Browns.
So
Johnny Manziel was 5. Brady Quinn was 3. Baker Mayfield's number 1.
Yeah,
as statistics have proven.
So-
I forget who 2 was. I think 2 was Tim Couch,
believe it.
and
Yeah.
4.
McCoy,
Damn it. Yeah, I think so. It was either McCoy or
Sean Kaiser.
no, fuck no, it wasn't Kaiser.
Kaiser. No,
Kaiser won 2 games in Cleveland.
Kaiser was probably the worst quarterback to ever come through the Browns organization.
We had RG3 for a hot minute.
Yeah, you guys had him first.
Still.
You guys also had Jake Delhomme for 2. He was only played 1 full season. He got injured the second one. I think when Jake Delhomme played the second one, you guys had the first season.
Let me rephrase my statement. Deshaun Kaiser was supposed to be a lot bigger than what he was because he came from the Fighting Irish, and he was a hell of a QB in college.
Ohio State.
Whack.
Anyway, but no, I don't think Jamarcus Russell's the biggest bust.
No.
I know a lot of people say he is. He's coming out saying he is. He got Raceland because I'm like,
Ryan Leaf.
that's
No. Yes.
Oh.
Jamarcus Russell was 7 of 18. He was 7 and 18 in wins and losses. That's a 39% victory rating.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Leaf was 4 and 17. That's a 23%.
So Dalton,
Ryan Leaf is biggest bust.
How long was Leaf in the league?
3 seasons.
Okay, I think Jamarcus Russell was also 3 seasons. So within that time, yeah. It's right there because how Jamarcus Russell was off the field rarely carried it, but also you got Ryan Leaf. I'm like, they're probably top 2.
And the fact that
But Jamarcus Russell not saying that, I'm just like, dude, what?
But the fact that he won more games than Ryan Leaf not having watched film, as opposed to Ryan Leaf watching film, makes me believe that Ryan Leaf is the biggest bust.
Right.
Okay, so passing wise, Dalton.
Yeah.
Number 1 would be Baker. Number 2 is Couch. Number 3, you ready for this name? Derek Anderson. I was thinking about it. I had to think about it for a second. Derek Anderson's number 3. Number 4 is Brandon Whedon. Number 5 is Colt McCoy. Brandon Whedon, Colt McCoy, and then Brian Hoyer right under.
And this was what for again?
This was for passing.
Okay, we were talking passing.
And then you have Charlie Fry, and then Kelly Holmcomb, Josh McCown, Deshaun Kaiser. Brady Quinn was Johnny Manziel was literally the worst. Literally.
Does that have quarterbacks
He's
listed?
number 29.
Well, I mean, he was hung over all the time.
Yeah.
True.
Shit.
Well,
So,
and then Jeff Garcia as well was right there too.
So
Yeah, Garcia was there for a season. Garcia and Jake Delhomme played both of them played a season in Cleveland.
Yeah. Don't forget about Campbell and Quinn. Those guys are a little bit lower too.
Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Jason Campbell.
Bosworth was Bosworth a bust.
Ryan Bos.
That's what I was going to get with. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Say
I think
yes.
so. Yeah. I say Bosworth was a bust. The Bos.
Okay, I got one. What about now? Along the kind of same lines as Bosworth, but not really to an extent. Bo Jackson,
No.
because he got injured.
I don't think.
No, I don't think injury should be a factor.
Yeah,
Okay.
injuries, no. Because
Bo Jackson.
Well, Bosworth was hurt quite a bit too.
True. Bo Jackson was a different breed.
The doctors, and I believe when he was in Seattle, said that during his playing time, Bosworth had the shoulders and like rotator cuffs of what I think a 70, 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
Did he play a bunch of baseball or something, or did he just throw that much?
Huh?
Who?
To have shoulders like that and rotator cuffs?
Bosworth.
For a 70-year-old comparison, he had to have worn them down.
Well, as hard as he was hitting players, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have other sports and stuff that he was playing?
I think it was just football.
Bosworth, it's just football.
It's just football.
No, it's just like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He played college football at the U and then got hurt. But I know people. That's just Bosworth made it further. Right?
That was more of a curse and a blessing for him at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
It was.
He was not one of the good, outstanding Miami defenders.
Right.
No, if you watch Young Rock, he basically says it himself.
Yeah. No, he
I
does.
didn't even watch that. I've just watched documents on the U and
Right.
Right. Now I'm trying to think because I wonder if some people could label him there. Maybe Brock Lesnar. He tried that stint with the Vikings years back.
That's a name that kept slipping my mind. Brock Lesnar was trash when he was in the league.
In college only, remember him getting trucked at the goal line.
I saw a video on that too.
Oh yeah, Bosworth did get trucked.
Oh,
I think I remember hearing about that. It's been a hot minute with Bosworth too.
got him with the old hit stick.
Dude.
Think about the name when Larry said it. I was like, "Is that who I'm thinking of?"
Brian Bosworth, I think, was a bust in the NFL. In college, he was a hell of a fucking player.
Right.
You can't name a better linebacker. Other than Brian Urlacher. And Brian Urlacher played in New Mexico.
Even then, I'd still probably put Bosworth over him.
But okay, I see the only comparison I have between those two linebackers is Boz. Boz had an outstanding career at Oklahoma.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Urlacher played at New Mexico and only had one offer.
Good point.
And then became a 2000 Rookie Player of the Year in the NFL. And then 2005, I think he was runner-ups the rest of the years up to 2005, and that was defense Player of the Year.
Yeah, he had knees.
Urlacher.
Defense too within those runnings.
You're literally with those two. You're comparing apples to oranges, literally.
Okay.
Right.
It's just at two different times they were better.
Right.
I'm trying to think if we're trying to stay on the defense. I'm trying to figure out a huge defensive bust. Nothing's really coming to mind right now, other than Brock Lesnar. He was a defensive lineman for Minnesota.
He didn't get drafted though.
No, he tried out, right?
Yeah, he tried out.
Free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Or not walk on, free agent. Sorry.
That's same thing, basically.
Same thing. I can't think of anybody on the defensive side of the ball that was a really, really big bust.
I feel like defensive players aren't hyped up as much.
No, probably not.
Usually not.
I can tell you one person I think that's going to turn into a bust if he doesn't get healthy, and it's for, it was a draft pick for us. Is Greg Newsome.
Yeah.
If his hip's not healthy, he is a bust this year.
Yeah.
Greedy.
Yeah,
Greedy too.
Yeah, I say Greedy over Greg Newsome.
Sorry, yeah, I got two names. Greedy is definitely a bust.
Yeah.
I can't really. I'll try to. Yeah, that's about the only person I can think of.
Justin Gilbert, corner you guys took a few years back. He was a bust for you guys. Then he tried to.
Okay, well, I'm trying not to talk more shit about the Browns. Okay, we already talk enough shit about them.
You know what Browns talk leads to, right, Chris? You know what it leads to.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, nope. We need to not. And it's the rule.
Not anymore.
I wrote it on the title. We can't talk about it. No.
in Carolina. Nobody cares. He's done.
It happened. We're gone. We're done. We're good. We're done.
He's with your team. Done.
It's Chris's problem. Next.
He's your
Next.
problem.
Next.
So I want to. So
I was gonna segue to Cleveland. But what you got?
No, but the biggest defensive bust
Yes.
in the NFL.
Yes.
Steve. Oh, good Lord, how do you pronounce his name? Emtman. Steve Emtman was drafted by the Colts defensive tackle.
Steve. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, he was a huge bust.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. You know what? You know who would have been a great defensive lineman in the NFL if he didn't catch a case?
Oh,
the guy from Baylor.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which, if you guys didn't know, that case was just dismissed, I think, last year.
Yep.
You're talking about the guy that had like hyped up the old chain mask, right? The chain covered mask almost.
Yeah, dude, he was. Why am I not? I can see his face. I can't remember his name, and nobody in the chat here is here to help me out.
I think it's Sean Oakley. Sean Oakley?
Yes.
Is this Sean Oakley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean Oakley. That's right.
Sean Oakman.
Oakman.
Yeah.
Oakman, not Oakley. Close.
Sean Oakman is actually playing in Canada.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
he plays for the Agronauts.
So listen to this.
Toronto.
I know a lot of it's probably going to get skewed, but he served time. Like, I think it was like 2, maybe 3 years. He served time.
Mm-hmm.
All because he was at a party at the wrong time. And someone played the blame game.
Yep.
Test came back inconclusive, and all charges were dropped.
Yes.
Now he's playing the Canadian League, tearing it up. So, I mean, he would have been a hell of a player in the NFL.
He's still playing the sport he loves. That's all that matters. He's just not making the big bucks.
I'd like to see him segue possibly into. I mean, if they're talking, the XFL is going to be huge. The XFL or the other league, USFL,
which both had a challenge every time that they start back up. So,
well,
I guess.
Real quick note, and then we'll go to the tribe.
And I have one more bust.
Okay.
I think they could do better with those leagues.
Yes.
Let me put that. If they would put up the money up front and actually go other places than having just an isolated stadium in Birmingham, Alabama is one of them.
Yep.
And actually were to, maybe go into these NFL venues and, play games in Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Carolina, Tampa. They actually play these games there, have a contract with the NFL, then we create the NFL G League. XFL, I think, is going to stay more on the wrestling side. Do I have a problem with that? No. I don't.
The XFL has nothing to do with wrestling this time around. Only the fact that The Rock owns it.
Not true. In some statements, they are going to keep some of the elements the same, but it's going to be more of, football. It's not that stupid. Remember the point scale when, like coin flips and stuff were like based on who could get the ball first. They'd set like 2 players back, and you get
and the first one, the guy freaking blew his knee out and was done for the season.
So that's what I'm glad that they're dissolved. That's gone.
Yeah.
So it's going to be football, but on their rules, which is all coming from down the chain.
Right.
What do you got, Raceland? Who's the other bust?
So a top 10 bust, defensive wise, unfortunately, was taken by the Browns back in 2000.
Okay.
Courtney Brown.
Yep.
Courtney Brown.
Yep.
Players taken after him that were notable names in the NFL: John Abraham, Ryan Urlacher, and the GOAT, Thomas Brady.
I forgot that they picked him. The Browns picked him up in 2000.
Yep.
and Urlacher was still on the board, and the Browns needed a linebacker. And Brady, I know because shit, Dad would know who it is if he's still.
He's on here. He's been commenting. Larry, we need your old man knowledge. Thank you.
Yes. Here's some Cowboys for you, Larry.
I think Tim Couch was what?
No, I couldn't understand.
Tim Couch was 99.
Yes.
Yes, it was Tim Couch. So we didn't need a quarterback, quote unquote. But I think we still drafted one that year in 2000.
Okay.
That might be.
Let's see.
We didn't need Larry knowledge for that.
No. I can't believe I forgot about that statement that Brian Urlacher was on the board and the Browns didn't take him.
I get you.
Woo!
So I want to catch up on some comments real quick. So first things first, as always, every week, every day, Larry, thank you for the comment of for this year, Arizona next year for Baker. Big love. Just to you, Raceland. Clay came in. He said no need for the Baker hate. He said I like Sauce Gardner, but low key I think he will be the next bust. And Larry said he got tired of the Carolina blue when you guys were on vacation. Sauce Gardner has a very big chance to become a huge bust, but I think I think he'll be fine.
I saw more Coastal Carolina stuff than Carolina stuff. So I mean,
the mullets, baby.
Yeah, the mullets.
The mullets.
Hey, it's the mullet chickens, baby.
Mullet chickens.
Fighting mullet chickens.
Mullet chickens.
You comes to town again.
It's the Chandeliers.
The Chandeliers?
No, I don't know.
Dalton, your country showing.
God, I'm looking back at this 2000 NFL draft. This draft class sucked.
Yeah.
Guess when all the good picks were, Raceland? After the first round. All the good picks
there were some good ones in the first round. LeVar Arrington was taken, Jamal Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Sean Ellis.
Okay, sprinkle a couple. Most of the good picks were picked after.
Say that again.
Most of the good picks in that draft were picked after round 1.
Well, you got Brady. Let's see. I don't know what are your guys' thoughts, real quick, on Dennis Northcutt? I always thought he was decent.
Dennis Northcutt?
Decent, but wrong teams.
Yes.
So he was drafted by Cleveland.
Decent, but wrong team to start out with. That's exactly where I'm going with.
He was in Jacksonville, and I think he had a stint in Detroit too. He was solid for him, but it's just not good.
It's wrong teams.
I'm not finding any good players here in the second, third, and fourth round.
Most of them didn't show up till late half of their career.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but like Jamal Lewis when he was in Baltimore.
Right. A lot of those guys.
Clay. AFC East got too great of quarterbacks for Sauce Gardner to thrive. I was picked to be born in 2000. Does that mean I suck? Allegedly.
Allegedly. Especially with all the talk you're doing.
Can't say it.
Well, don't make it start the Baker slander.
Yes.
Do it. We'll do it.
We will.
Simmer down. Simmer down. That's for season time.
I do have a note, NFL-wise, about Marion Barber.
Oh, okay.
If you guys were in here. Officials came, they did more reports and everything. They said the reason why Marion Barber passed was because of heat stroke.
Okay.
Oh.
Definitely sad to hear about that. And like I said, when we talked about it on the live few years back when we got the news about Marion Barber, it was unexpectedly with heat stroke. It's a sad way to go, especially with how Marion Barber was a dog when he was in the NFL. Even in college, too, because I believe he went to college in Minnesota. Because I think I caught a couple of his highlights. He was a dog. I loved his run style.
So Clay, I'm just gonna talk about your comment real quick. You will be watching Sam Darnold play that game, and they will lose by a touchdown.
One thing straight.
Timing in for it.
Sam Darnold is going to start.
Yes.
One. not Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
We're done.
And I'm going to
Matt
cry.
Rule is heavy grinding. Heavy riding that one, okay? It's out here looking like a high school prom, okay? That's what it really is, okay?
Oh, you got to talk to Matt Rule, buddy. You got to talk to Matt Rule. We all know this. It's just Matt Rule don't see it.
Clay, we all know this. You really don't have to be telling us how bad Sam Darnold truly is. I will bet any amount that Baker will start. Bet any amount. I'm good. I'm not wasting my time with that. It's written in the stars. It's the most Browns thing to ever happen. Okay, that is something I do agree with you. And Baker won't even start against the Browns. You are correct, Larry. You are correct.
Larry.
So I'm tired of talking about this because it is a part of the dang title. Y'all are making me a liar. And I don't like that.
We don't talk about. No. I even put it when we said we were going live.
You want to know what? You want to know what is great for the great land? The great Cleveland? J-Ram in the freaking home run derby.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Pop it up.
That's what he's going to be doing the entire time at the home run derby.
Swear. J-Ram got hosed. Larry, elaborate. I'm ready to hear this.
He's not starting.
J-Ram.
Oh, God, yeah. That's what we mean. Okay, I was getting ready to say, if this were the home run derby, hold on, Larry.
Yeah, he did get hosed. I'm glad he did
100%.
accept that invitation, though.
Wait, I'm sorry. I missed that.
Yeah, what?
So he accepted the invitation to do the home run derby. That was today.
Yes.
Today he accepted it. But he got hosed on starting.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
the All-Star game.
I thought you said he didn't accept the invitation, like he wasn't playing the All-Star game.
No. I'm happy that he did accept the invitation.
Yeah.
He got a nod. He was the 8th. The 9th, I don't know who the 9th is. They still haven't accepted.
He had 7 of 8.
Bears are not winning.
7th player getting the nod for the home run derby.
Fucking can't do that.
Larry, you are correct. He should be starting. Clay, we can get back to that comment here in a minute.
Yes, we're talking baseball.
And to be honest with you, we might talk about that later. You're saying that they're giving out a J-Ram diamond necklace.
They were talking about it.
Is that going to be a game promotion?
Really?
They're talking about it.
It's
That'd
going to
be
be a game
cool.
promotion. So what you're telling me is we're going to Cleveland.
Yes.
Obviously.
So we're driving to Cleveland, and we're going 3 hours
Oh,
before.
hey. Are we still on for
Yes.
the 23rd? Possibly? Akron?
23rd.
For Lake Count, Akron, your baseball game we were discussing. That's still in discussion.
Yes, it's still in discussion.
His Mike's making it's in discussion.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
I'm looking at the schedule.
So with J-Ram getting the nod for the home run derby, Pete Alonso's going back. He's trying for a three-peat. Juan Soto of the Washington Nationals. Ronald Acuna's got the nod. Kyle Schwarber's got the nod. The man that's on this final run, Albert Pujols, got the nod. So Pujols is in. Young stud in Seattle, which I love hearing his name. He's a young stud for the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez, he's in.
Yep.
And now J-Ram, that's 7 of 8. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way, they just be like, yo, Miggy, home run derby? Just cause.
To be honest with you, that would be a good send-off right there.
It would be a great send-off, but I don't think Miggy would accept.
Simmer down. I'm talking and I'm making judgment.
No. I'm saying that would be great, not good.
You shook your head there, bud.
You shook it like
know
you
your
said.
head motions.
I was saying that, no, it wouldn't be good. It would be great.
I'll let you be.
You're
I don't need to pee. Thank you, Dalton.
It will be interesting to see if Pete. I got what you were saying. Anyways, it will be interesting to see if Pete Alonso.
Wait, whoa. What? They're giving it out at a game. I read the necklace is worth like $3,000.
Huh?
So you're telling me it's going to be one of those like mid-game giveaways, and they're just going to do it at random, is what you're telling me?
That's what's up.
Probably.
What? God, I need somebody to screenshot that face of him. Please.
What?
Please.
You have the technology. Go back and do it later.
I know. Simmer down. I'm trying to get somebody to do my work for me.
I'm
sorry.
paper here. Some gunk beach.
Clay, I need answers right now. Right here, right now.
And your credit card.
We're waiting.
Stop.
Chill with a credit card joke.
Yeah.
But if so, that is insane. I just want to know what this necklace looks like. I guess I can look it up.
It's a diamond necklace.
Thank you, Dalton. Did you know that dirt was also dirt, Dalton?
All right, Clay, find it and send it to us. Find it on Twitter, send it to the group. Larry said send it to the penalty box. Why, Larry?
Did you know that you can make mud with water and dirt?
Dude.
I thought that was just for Oreos.
What?
Necklace is valued at $3,500. Is an exact replica of the plastic necklace being a giveaway to 15,000 fans of Progressive Field. Which I don't know why they. Well, yeah, okay. Guardians today announced that they will be running a one-of-a-kind MLB ballpark app check-in offer on July 15th.
That's 2 days.
Yeah, I can watch a baseball game in 2 days.
I can check tickets right now.
Crash National. I'm calling my sister. Crash at her place. And they go
So it will be a one-of-a-kind, and it's going to be from Peter and Co. Jewelers. One lucky fan who checks in via the ballpark app to Progressive will unlock a J-Ram necklace valued at $3,300. 15,000 fans will be given a replica on the 15th. The necklace features a picture of J-Ram on the front and has a date engraving on the back with the Script Guardians logo. The necklace is an exact replica. Okay, so the real necklace is that.
I've heard some stupid giveaways in my time. This is definitely one of them.
Okay, so Dalton, now that they've done this giveaway and you hear about this, you are now intrigued to go to a baseball game on Friday, correct?
I know.
You yourself just said that I'm looking at tickets. Dalton, you are trapped. You got played. You got played.
I'm on 4K.
You played yourself. 4K, bud. Got caught.
I got caught.
I don't know the baseball talk. I want to hear what your guys' opinions are. How about the Baltimore Orioles making them out of nowhere and they're now 500?
Larry, I have so many freaking questions about this. Me to the penalty box? You know there's one rule. That doesn't happen. That ain't happening.
Okay.
I need an essay. 500 words.
You need an uncle?
500 essay. 500 word essay.
Oh, you're just
hey, chill. That ain't cool. Chill. So, 500 word essay. I need it. Why do I deserve to be in the penalty box at this time? It needs to. Okay. Why? Please, I need proof. Video evidence.
It needs to.
I'll be waiting.
It puts the lotion on its skin or it goes to the box again.
I'll be waiting, Larry. I'm watching my phone.
Anyway, move on.
Yeah, moving on. I have nothing else on the docket.
I do.
I have nothing else to talk about, really.
I just mentioned Baltimore at 500, but
yeah, it's a myth.
It's a myth, like the Loch Ness Monster in North Dakota. You know these rules.
Birds aren't real.
That's real.
Yeah. We don't need to be worried about that.
Yeah,
well, also the fact that Dalton right now is really choking with this whole Guardians bet, but I'm just going to keep bringing that up because I can.
Yes, he is.
Well, Larry, I guess one day I'll just have to have you in the studio, and I will just let you run for an hour and a half on how I deserve to be in the box. Thank you.
You know what it sounds like I'm going to be choking on?
You probably shouldn't finish that.
A bra with mayo.
I was going to say you probably shouldn't finish that statement.
A bra with mayo.
This is a family stream.
Bullshit.
Family podcast. No.
Bullshit.
You're right.
I want everybody on their toes.
But
I always remember $20 is $20.
Gotta make the money somewhere.
Allegedly.
Gotta put food on the table, brother.
Amen.
Anyway,
Really pushing the summer league like anyone who really cares. Oh, you're talking about for the NBA? Yeah, it's because they have nothing better to do. That's why, Larry. Come on now.
No.
Yeah, because nobody wants to follow Kevin Durant for his 42nd team of the year.
I do. Because that could involve Phoenix. Look, if they win a championship, I'll never complain about basketball again. At least for a year.
For a year.
Anyway, so I've got 3 things before we end.
Yes.
Well, you got
2 of them are quick.
Okay, we're waiting.
Currently, middle of the 8th, the Guardians are down to the White Sox 2-1.
Sadly enough.
Currently, top of the 7th, 2 outs. The Reds beating the Yankees 6-5.
Any day, any team beats the Yankees, I'm happy.
It is a good day.
It's a great day.
And then number 3, I'm surprised Chris didn't have this in the document, and you guys didn't want to bring it up. The old Flames forward, Johnny. I gotta make sure I pronounce his last name correctly. Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah, Gaudreau.
Signs a 7-year deal with the Blue Jackets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's good.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw pop up. Yeah.
He's good.
So
he's good.
We will be at the Blue Jackets game this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I
was going to go regardless, but yes, now.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Dalton, you got any final words, colorful anecdotes? Fun, cool
I do
memes?
have a challenge. I'll give a shout out to one of my guys I train with, Gage. Has a challenge for us to do. 9 beers, 9 dogs, 9 innings. He sent it to me on Instagram and said, "Hey man, this would be a hell of a challenge. We'd love to see you guys try to do this." I'm in. I will eat 9 hot dogs and drink 9 beers before 9 innings is over.
Trying to lose weight, not gain it.
Well, that's just one time.
Just one time.
Are you going to carry my ass back to the car?
I mean, I thought the best place to do it would probably be in studio. Like we do it in studio. And
okay, that's better.
Do it. Yeah. So.
And then Paul can pick us up. And Paul can pick us up and we'll just crash at Alex's place.
So, I mean, I bet the station has like a griddle or something, or we could just go. Maybe we could, get the hot dog place, Hillbilly Hot Dogs, involved. Get a lot of hot dogs. Someone still has to find them.
Or Hillbilly Hot Dogs.
Whatever. Not Hillbilly. That's
it's
Fatty's Hot Dogs, buddy.
Damn it. Hillbilly Hot Dogs.
We're not getting it now. Thanks a lot, though.
See what you did? Shit. You done blew it. I blew
it.
So,
now.
Chris, you got any colorful anecdotes, final words?
Just a great live. And quick second, and I'm surprised Braceland's not mentioning or watching that, but Crew's up 1-0.
Yeah, we get done here. I'm going to watch it.
Who are they playing tonight?
DC United.
Okay.
This team gave up 7 to Philly the other night.
I get you. And Larry, it was a great pickup for the CBJ. Right-handed defense. It was a right-handed defenseman. I thought we said it was forward.
Forward.
Yeah, it was forward. Did they pick up a defenseman too?
They pick up a defenseman. I can't remember. Free agents. Actually.
No, I'm just reading that wrong. Sorry. No, you're saying that they need a right-handed defenseman. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they need a right-handed defenseman.
Where you threw me a curveball, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought you were throwing a fastball. So, be real with you. So, any other final words? Anything else now? No.
I think we're good, boys.
Okay.
Go Polar Bears. Go Bucks. Football's right around the corner, boys.
Yes, it is.
Thank God.
We're almost there.
Almost there.
We're almost there.
wait. I
So-
can't wait.
Before we call this guy, just so you guys know as well, don't forget you can like our Facebook page so you can watch us live as we chat either during in studio or when we are in our mobile studios at home, as I just absolutely shake this camera. You can watch us live on Facebook Live. You can watch the live after the day after later on YouTube, on our page, Not Your Average Sports Fans Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, as you are right now. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. And you can now find us on TikTok. We just posted our first video just the other day of Dalton eating the Glizzard. And he deep-throated that. It was wicked. I'll tell you what. So go check that out. Give it a like. Give it a share. Give it everything. Give us a beautiful follow. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell your brother. Tell your cousin. It's all there. And as always, you can always listen to us after for our standard in-studio podcast. You can find us on iHeartRadio. You can find us on Spotify, Google Podcast, and on Spreaker. And on that note, I will thank you for listening to Not Your Average Sports Fans Podcast.
On that note, buddy, I think we're going to get out of here. But I think that is all we're going to have, sir.
I didn't do it, I swear.
It is time to go to bed.
Thank you for listening to the Not Your Average Sports Fan Podcast. Please give a review and smash that like and follow button.
Where we going?
Ralphie's?
Ralphie's.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Cool.